Immigrants. They are the very fibers of the cultural fabric and creative workforce. New York City is the embodiment of this. Their own color of culture, intellect, talent have infused the city's creativity and dynamism. New York City, home to almost 8.6 million people, with 37% of the population born outside of the USA. One of the most racially and culturally diverse cities. This diversity is what makes New York City the creative capital and a premier global economic leader. Yet the unfortunate part of a city built standing on the shoulders of low-income immigrants is that they are disproportionately affected by many barriers to occupy viable, stable careers, especially in the creative sector. Now more than ever, the creative sector has grown across the boroughs. For example, over the past decade, creative industries in Brooklyn have increased by 155% versus the 16% in Manhattan's. Despite massive creative growth in the boroughs, diversity is extremely lacking. 66% of the occupations are held by white Caucasian individuals. Only 34% of the creative industry is made up of people of color. The ones who struggle the most with barriers are immigrant women. These barriers include limited English proficiency, low educational attainment, and difficulty in accessing opportunities through social networks. As a result, they are forced to occupy low-skilled and low-earning manually intensive labor and service industry occupations, thus perpetuating the cycle of poverty. But there's hope. Many businesses and organizations have been pushing towards socioeconomic inclusion in underinvested, underserved communities. The organization I've partnered with for my thesis is Custom Collaborative, a Harlem-based equity building business. They provide training and programming to support low-income women immigrants to enter the fashion industry as entrepreneurs and designers. Most of the women they serve are living below the federal poverty level in unstable housing and have little opportunity to access professions that are viable and fulfilling. So far, Custom Collaborative has had 7 cohorts of graduates, but they currently lack the capacity to demonstrate the successes and impacts of their equity building efforts and being able to communicate this to partners and funders. My thesis goal is to support businesses' equity building efforts by creating a feedback loop system that gathers the necessary data to exhibit the impacts of programmings and initiatives, beginning with Custom Collaborative as our first partner. One state of Custom Collaborative programming involves a 14-week training program that equips students with essential technical and business skills that prepares them for the fashion industry. Graduates of the training program then become part of their business incubator, which provides crucial career advancement and entrepreneurship mentorship. In addition, they can choose to be part of the co-op, where they would do production work for Custom Collaborative and other fashion businesses. Custom Collaborative's equity building model places an emphasis on empowering members to determine their own career path. They do this through the business incubator, where members can either become an entrepreneur or designer, or enter the fashion production sector and attain entry-level skilled production work within Custom Collaborative or with like-minded fashion businesses and brands. And it is crucial that current and potential funders and partners of Custom Collaborative understand the business incubator and its impact. Through interviews with Custom Collaborative, we found it sorely lacks 2 key things: a robust method to track successes and a data collection system. Our response to this was the creation and development of Workways, a data gathering toolkit for equity building businesses like Custom Collaborative to capture sentiment-based data that compiles their graduates' narratives and personal experiences to highlight the impact and effectiveness of their programmings. We first identified the areas of impact of the programmings. We as humans all work to fulfill the needs that is presented on the screen. Workways examines how the graduates are meeting these needs through their Custom Collaborative journey with the 3 main areas of focus: safety needs, esteem, and self-actualization. Data collecting workshops using people-centric interactive activities that are designed to gather sentiment-based narratives and personal experiences from the graduates. The first workshop included activities to determine and assess graduates' current skill sets and confidence levels about their new learnings. In the second workshop, they would be guided through a futuring workshop where they would map their growth and envision their futures as new designers and entrepreneurs. Though COVID-19 interrupted our plan to carry out the workshops, serve as our partner, Custom Collaborative. The first workshop was held virtually with 7 co-op members with a town hall format that gave space for participants to share their concerns, emotions, and experiences during the pandemic. That displays the individual and collective co-op members' experiences that is then shared with Custom Collaborative's team. This workshop not only is about gathering data, but also highlights each co-op member's strength, resourcefulness, and resilience, and also to bring a sense of empowerment. From the preliminary feedback collected from Custom Collaborative's team, the response was overall positive in that Workways was engaging, inviting, and clear, and there is a wish to continue this working partnership for future recommendations. To get a better understanding of Workways, we have engaged with Isaac, a Detroit-based industrial training institute and factory that operates at a national level and focuses on equitable workforce development in the fashion production sector. A potential future partnership, and that Workways could be put to test at a larger nationwide level that is able to reach more equity-building businesses. With Workways, we want to highlight and amplify the equity-building work that is happening in the fashion industry, so that there could be more access for low-income immigrant women to enter the creative sector. With Workways, we want to highlight and amplify the equity-building work that is happening in the fashion industry, so that there could be more access for low-income immigrant women to enter the creative sector. By using data-driven methods, it would produce tangible outcomes that demonstrate the successes of these equity-building models, and that equity building should consider individual unique needs and challenges, and that it is not a one-size-fits-all approach. Thank you.